Lego! Lego, 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 Lego. On this episode of That Viking Lego Guy, we're going to do some robot stuff this time, so less of the fantasy, more of the futuristic. And this, what I like about Lego is Lego has basically got like a good handle on anatomy. Essentially, a lot of the stuff that they do, they have hinges and ball joints and stuff like that. So, for instance, if doing a leg, you think of one piece here, connected to another piece here, to another piece here. Lego's got these great pieces that have little hands that usually come off, like this, and fit into sockets so that you get some really good bending joints. Also with Lego, a lot of the pieces that they do have ball joint pieces that stick out, that allow it to rotate on a cuff. This is perfect because you can make some really beautiful arms and legs for robots. And I think we should just get right down to building that stuff. Great, let's do this. Okay, and as you can see, we've got lots of different pieces that I've pulled out, particularly ones that I like to use as joint pieces, cup pieces. This piece here kind of looks like a tri-pipe. I really love this piece. This actually comes in really handy for a lot of different stuff. This little hand piece here as well too is really very handy, about actually clipping things together to get like a ball rotating. Okay. This piece looks like a spigot hose piece. It's really good for making ball joints off of. The hand piece, I really like this one too because it's like a socket joint. The tri-pipe piece that comes off like this is really handy for making hip joints. And also these little claw pieces, I find these really helpful for putting a socket and pivoting point to make either an elbow or a knee or an ankle joint. So for this first robot, we're essentially going to start off with the foot. We're going to go ahead and take the pieces that we've pulled out. I've already kind of designed these robots ahead of time, knowing what I kind of like and what I like to see in a robot. But essentially, you know, go crazy, do what you like. Create your robot in any manner that oh my goodness, I am all over the place now.
No, you're right there.
Foot really is just a 4-piece, 4x1 long piece. And, you know, just go ahead and start connecting up some of these pieces and stuff like that. However you like it. I like to give these guys a bit of a heel, like it's a kind of a boot and stuff like that. And going ahead and connecting your joint for the ankle. Now this is the piece that I like to use for making ankles, okay? So I like to get that snapped into there. And then we can go ahead and I've already built the thigh piece for it. So you can build in your thigh piece by snapping it into this piece. And as you can see, if you look, we're already getting a really good rotating on that, okay? So when we go to connect that up with the rest of the robot, actually I had that backwards. I've already got the other second leg ready to go, so we can bring that in. Now, just mess around with the way you want it to look, essentially, so that the character has some good rotation and good movement, okay? I also really like these disc pieces. They are fantastic for futuristic joints. So, and there you go. We'll just move these out of the side. You basically have your two legs. Now this I love because it's basically the hip joint piece that I like to use. So essentially you can snap that into there. And of course I put that on the wrong side. Snap these two guys together. And so far, we've already got our body. This thing is just coming apart like crazy. Okay? Now in this, I basically have gone ahead and made a bit of a torso, a little bit of an eyeball, a little cap for the head and stuff like that. Now this is the part that I wanted to show you guys about doing a shoulder joint. Just slide in your other shoulder joints and then grab whatever pieces that you want to make an arm with. I made this really quickly just out of a 1x4 or 2x4 piece, and added in, you know, some really interesting parts, and essentially snapped that together. And on this side, I built a really neat looking gun. Again, this is a 4x3 piece with a lot of other extra pieces like this long pipe piece and stuff like that, so that it looks like basically a fantastic futuristic railgun. Essentially, snap that sucker in there. And this looks like the chain part for where all the bullets would have come off of. And, you know, slide that into the back wherever you like. And voila, robot number 1. Let's go get the other one. Okay, now with our second robot. This one's really quite interesting because I've got multiple joint levels that I've put into it. So if you can see, we've got some serious joints going on here. So those cupping hands with the pieces. And I wanted to show you that this is kind of a rod piece. This is what I was talking about with having a knee joint. You can use one of these hand joint pieces right here and clip that in, and thus has created the first part of your leg for the knee joint. Now, what I like about doing this, rather than just having the one pivoting joint, is by having 2 pivoting joints, you can really then build out a really fantastic kneecap and leg, and that allows it to bend in some really fantastic ways. And with this robot, by some miracle of miracles, I actually created this one into a transforming one. So, as you can see, here's the ball joint, here's the socket part. You can click those together, right? And you can see there's a bunch of wings and stuff like that that are going on. And put the wing in for that part of the leg, right? And as you can see, we got this really fantastic robot that is like a flying jet, and it's now going to transform into its jet mode. So quick, simple couple of moves here. Just like every other crazy kind of transforming robot we've ever played with as little kids. And there you have it. Once we've all figured out how to put together our robots, basically you get into these bigger babies. Okay? As you can see, lots of ball joints, lots of pivoting parts for hands, arms, my favorite, weapons. Fingers being able to move, things like that. Legs being able to move. And when I got started on this, I got really crazy about wanting to do this and ended up creating a really nice backdrop for it. So here we go. Wanted to create something that had a very futuristic look to it. And I created this entire backdrop as a gang plank for the robot. So we've got our pilot up here. She's hanging out, carrying a mean old pistol. Got some tech guys kind of walking around. I got pistols too for some strange reason. Lots of computers, lots of cool sci-fi stuff. Wanted to get in there, some really cool looking barrels. Want to take a look. There we go. And this is how I created my sci-fi backdrop. And I hope you like it. Got one other thing. You probably recognize this character. This character is one of LEGO's 3-in-1 creator sets. It's a really cool robot. Love this thing. Got the cool light on it. And I got inspired. I thought, well, if I can build this, and I got tons of Lego, why not build something else? And I created a buddy for him in orange. Good complementary color to blue. Again, got the cool laser thing on the side. Some interesting parts. And then I became seriously challenged. And I created this guy. Nice military green. Crazy looking robot. And I thought, what the heck, I could do another. And thus was born this one. So as you can see, with all the Lego pieces you probably have at home in your boxes, you could probably create all these guys pretty easily following the 3-in-1 Creator robot sets. Because I found it really cool and exciting. Okay, so you can see we have a whole selection of robots, all based on some really good designs and good use of your imagination, except for the fact that I can't even think of what the heck I want to say right now, so it's like... Okay, so as you can see, we've got some really good robot designs out here. Good usage of joints and pieces to make arms move, hands move, legs move. So be creative, do what you like to do, and create whatever kind of robots you like. And again, best tool in your box is your imagination. See you again.
Hey, it's the editor and camera operator, the old king here, and if you like this video, click on the like button and subscribe, or even comment if you want to. And if you want to watch more content, we got 2 videos right here you can click on. One's bloopers, and the other is an actual video. And just a quick notice, the last video had an editor's note in the description. I've decided that I'm going to move it to after the video in this area here. So, I really want to apologize. This video could have been out a month ago, but due to a number of factors, I wasn't able to get it out, and I apologize for that, but it's up now. And instead of following this up with bloopers immediately, I have another episode I can edit, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make bloopers for episode 2 and 3. So enjoy and have a nice day.